Green Thumb. I'm sitting in my kitchen. Figured I'd show you guys a bit of a breakdown on what seeds I'm going to be starting today and over the next couple of days. It's getting close to the end of March. Some of the things need to be started now. Some of my peppers I probably should have started a couple of weeks ago, but things come up and you know, it just doesn't happen. So I've got all my seeds laid out on the table here. I'll whip that camera around, I'll point it down, I'll kind of give you a bit of a breakdown on what we're starting. We're going to do some cool weather crops. We're not starting anything yet like melons or cucumbers or tomatoes or anything like that. I have 400 or 500 onions already going downstairs in the greenhouse. So I'll show you guys what we're starting now, and after this there'll be a couple of videos of me planting seeds and stuff for you guys that want to see that sort of stuff. On a side note, you see that board right there? That board is a total of everything I harvested out of my 1,600 square foot garden last season. Everything I brought into the house I weighed out. The only thing that's not on that list is food I brought home from the garden that I didn't end up using in one way or another. It spoiled in the kitchen or whatever. Are you guys interested in me doing a breakdown of what I harvested? My goal was 3,000 pounds of food. I didn't hit that. There's a couple of reasons. I can break that down for you guys too. It might help you out with certain things for when you're planning your garden. So if you're interested in me doing a total weight breakdown and explanation of that big mess up there on the board, let me know in the comments and I'll fix that up and we'll have a much clearer, concise view of everything we harvested. All right, so we'll spin this camera around and I'll show you guys what we're about to start. So we're going to start off with two different types of oregano. My Italian oregano did not do good last year, but I've grown Greek oregano in the past and this stuff takes off like wildfire. For any of you who are going to grow oregano, I highly recommend you either build a patch for this to grow in and expect it to take over. It's highly invasive. I can't stress that enough. Okay, it's highly invasive. I had one of these plants in my garden bed and I pulled a 10-foot root. My old beds were on an angle like this. I had the plant planted here and I had a root that literally grew across the entire bed. And then birds ate the seeds. They flew out of my yard. They pooped bird seeds on the grass outside my yard. And this stuff literally took over like ground cover. So if you're going to grow oregano, either grow it in a pot or grow it in a place where it can take over and you don't care, because once it gets established, you will never be able to get rid of it. It's a rhizome-based plant, and if you leave a single root of it in the ground, it will come back. Okay? We're going to do some dill, everybody's favorite. I've got a couple of different kinds of dill. We're going to try some of this from Burpee. This is what I've got growing in the greenhouse right now. I'm going to do lots of pickles and stuff, so we're going to need a lot of dill. We're going with some rosemary. I had a little tiny rosemary plant. They take a long time to grow, guys, so if you're growing rosemary, you're going to want to start real soon. We're doing bunching onions, and I'm going to succession plant these the whole season, but I'm starting some now. And when you start your bunching onions, put at least 5 seeds per hole. They're called bunching onions for a reason, right? They like to grow together. When you buy these in the store and you know they're together with that little elastic band, they're like that because that's how they're grown and that's how they're harvested. Okay, so grow these in little clumps. We're going to do 2 different kinds of leeks. And if I find more leek seeds, I'm going to pick up some more leek seeds. I need different growth cells for these. I'm going to buy some 72 cells. I'm going to go to Johnny Genetics here in the city I live in Ottawa. And I'm going to buy some more cells for these because, because I'm going to grow lots. We're doing 2 types of parsley, flat leaf and triple curled. I prefer the triple curled. It has a nicer flavor. But this is always nice too. And you can dehydrate it, you can freeze it. It's easy to grow. And it's a cut and come again plant. So with parsley, the more you cut out of it, the more it's going to grow for you. I'm going to try cauliflower again. I have never had success with cauliflower. At the homestead, I had big cauliflower plants and no actual cauliflower. So we're going to try that. It's time to start your broccoli, guys. You want to put this in the ground. As soon as you can start planting into your ground, you're going to want your broccoli in the ground. It's a cool weather plant and it bolts as soon as it gets hot, and you don't want that. This is a new one for me this year. I'm going to try growing cumin. We're going to be doing, at this point in time, 5 different kinds of peppers. So we're going to be growing some Alma paprika peppers, which I'm going to smoke and turn into paprika powder, just like the spice that you use in your kitchen. We're going to be doing some big red sweets because they did really good for me last year, and I have some growing in the greenhouse now. We're going to be doing some California Wonders. These are big peppers. They're delicious. We're going to be doing some Super Shepherd peppers, which grow, 8 to 10 inches long, kind of conical in shape, and they're hollow in the center, and they're really nice because you can saute up like rice and ground beef and stuff, and then pack them in there and grill them on your barbecue. They're delicious. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, jalapenos. I make cowboy candy and pickled jalapeno rings and salsa and a bunch of other stuff with these. So I'm going to grow more of these. So this is essentially what I'm starting today, or I'm going to start today. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but this is where we're heading. All right. So I just thought you guys might be interested in seeing what's going on over here. And now the tricky part is going to be, where am I going to put all these flats in the greenhouse? I reorganized the greenhouse last night to make more space. I threw a few plants out. I threw out a 4.5 foot tall tomato that S'more totally freaked out that I did that. S'more, I love you, but and we'll just grow more tomatoes. And so you guys have a great day and keep your eyes open, and I'm just going to start releasing all kinds of videos because spring is just around the corner. Okay? Have a good one, guys. Grow good food. See ya.